Hi, Skylar. I'm Christian, the business manager.
Nice
May I
to meet
join
you. Of course.
Skylar, for titling purposes, you would like your name to appear on the title Skylar Johnson, Johnsson. Is that correct?
That's correct.
I see you're living at 153 Main Avenue in Grand Junction, correct?
That is correct. Yep.
Awesome. I see you're purchasing a 2022 Kia Sorento EX Black with 12 miles. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Awesome car. And you have a trade-in vehicle, 2018 Toyota Camry, with a payoff of $9,597. Did you confirm that, or did your salesperson?
My salesperson called, I believe. Yeah.
Okay. And do you have any extended service contracts, maintenance contracts you may need to cancel?
I think I might have got something on that one.
Okay.
Maybe a maintenance plan.
Oh, I can definitely help you with that. And your insurance I see here as JMFE Insurance Company, is that correct?
It is. Yes.
Have you notified them of your recent purchase?
I just got off the phone with them.
Okay.
Yep.
And I assume you have full coverage?
I do.
And what is your deductible?
I think it's 500.
500? Okay.
Yeah.
So as you can see here are the figures you've agreed to, with a down payment of $1,075.
Okay.
Leaves you with the unpaid balance shown here. The next questions I have are about your credit. Would you feel more comfortable here or in my business office?
We could stay here.
Oh. On the credit application, did you fill this out or did your salesperson?
My salesperson did.
Okay.
Or no. Well, I think. No, I did my credit application.
Okay.
Yes.
You did your credit application? Okay. And I see you've been at the 153 Main Avenue in Grand Junction for about 7 months now.
Yes.
And I show a monthly rent payment of $716. Is that correct?
It is correct. Yes.
Okay. And that's rent, not a mortgage, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. And I see you're working here at Grand Junction Subaru. You've been there for the last 12 years. Awesome.
Yes. Yeah.
Awesome. And your annual income looks like it's $122,000. Is
Yes.
that before or after taxes?
That is before.
Before. Okay. And have you had any previous auto loan history?
Just the Toyota, just on the trade-in.
Okay. And would you say your credit's good, bad, somewhere in between?
Maybe somewhere in between. Maybe closer to bad.
Okay. And what makes you say that?
Well, just through COVID, I had missed some payments and stuff, and just kind of fell behind on the car payment and stuff. So
Okay. And are those accounts up to date now? Are they current?
they are now.
They
Yeah,
are.
I paid for them now. Yeah,
And just in case the bank may ask, do you have any proper documentation to follow that
I
up?
do. I believe I have something in my email for you. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Are you familiar with an iPad?
I am.
You are? Okay.
Yes.
I'll give you a brief survey. It'll take you about 5 to 10 minutes to fill it out. It'll
Okay.
really help expedite the paperwork process.
Okay.
I'll be back in about 20 to 25 minutes. Get your paperwork started. Does that sound good?
That sounds good.
All right, Skylar, thank you for the patience.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. So I see here you've been quoted a payment of $488.57 per month. I do want to let you know you can take delivery of the vehicle at that payment with the proof of credit.
Okay.
So as you see here are the figures you've agreed to,
Mm-hmm.
and here is your APR. Based off of the responses to the ownership survey, third parties like Edmunds.com and other customers who have purchased products for this vehicle, these are the ones that are most likely to benefit you.
Okay.
The driver needs analysis, we have a vehicle service contract. That vehicle service contract will cover you for 5 years or 75,000 miles, whichever occurs first. This is our platinum mechanical breakdown coverage.
Okay.
So it'll cover any parts and labor due to the failure of a covered component.
Okay.
A $0 deductible.
Awesome.
We have Audi Care. Since you told me maintenance is important to you, you
Mhm.
typically do it at the dealership?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay. So Audi Care will cover either 4 years or 40,000 miles of your service. Any recommended service by Audi, you get lube, oil, filter, as well as a 22-point vehicle inspection with a $0 deductible.
Okay.
We have total loss protection. So total loss protection, if your vehicle was deemed a total loss, GAP may waive the balance of your loan,
Okay.
as well as you told me you have a $500 deductible.
I do. Yeah.
Okay. So GAP may waive up to $1,000 of that deductible.
All right.
As you see at the bottom here, your payment options.
Okay.
I highly recommend that you review your product contracts for any exclusions, benefits, and any benefits as well.
Okay.
Do you have any questions for me on the driver needs analysis before I move on to the total coverage?
I don't.
So you get the same benefits of the driver needs analysis and the total coverage,
Okay.
as well as some additions that are likely to benefit you. road hazard wheel and tire, it'll cover your wheels and tires for 5 years with a $0 deductible, as well as unlimited claims.
Okay.
If you were to bend or crack a wheel due to a road hazard, or even get a nail in the sidewalk or a blowout, you would be covered for those 5 years with $0 deductible
Okay.
due to a road hazard. Ding Shield helps keep your vehicle in like new condition by repairing any dings or dents up to the size of a credit card without any painting, bonding, or sanding.
Okay.
And PermaPlate's an exterior and interior protector. On the exterior, it'll protect from acid rain, bird droppings, love bugs. And on the interior, you told me you have 3 kids, is that correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so it gets messy in there
It
sometimes?
does,
Okay.
yeah.
So it protects your carpets, your floor mats, as well as your seats.
Okay.
And as you see here on the bottom are your payment options.
Okay.
Do you have questions on either before I ask you to choose one?
I don't.
You don't? Okay. Which one would most likely benefit you?
I think I just want to stick with the payment that the salesperson told me.
Okay, I completely understand. So, I see that you budgeted for a base payment of $488, is that correct?
It's correct. Yeah.
And if you include the platinum mechanical breakdown coverage, it'll be a $500 payment per month.
Yes.
So let's say your vehicle has a breakdown after the factory warranty, and that breakdown costs you out of pocket about $1,000. And your coverage, your monthly payment with including coverage for those 5 years would be $500.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say it's a lot easier for you to pay the $1,488 payment, or the $500 payment plus your $100 deductible?
Well, I guess probably the second one.
The second one? I completely understand. Would you like to stick with the 5-year, 75,000 mile coverage, or would you like to upgrade to a 7-year,
I
100,000?
kind of just think I want to stay with the payment. You know, I just the cost. You know, I just stick with that base payment.
Okay, I completely understand. I'm still curious. I do have one question for you. What is it about the service contract that most concerns you?
Mainly just the price of it, I think.
The price?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you do me a favor and pull out your calculator for me?
Yeah, of course.
So we agree, right, that the coverage for 5 years is $2,000?
Correct. Yep.
So if you wouldn't mind doing those $2,000 divided by 5,
Okay.
and what does that give
That's
you?
400.
That's $400. And if you wouldn't mind taking those $400 and dividing it by 12 months,
12 months. Okay. That's 33.3.
and if you would say it's pretty fair, every month there's 30 days, correct?
Yeah, give or take.
Give or take.
Yeah.
Would you take that 33 and divide it by 30 days?
Yeah.
And what does that give you?
1.11.
Would you say it's fair having that coverage for, $1 a day?
Probably.
Now, would you like your payments to start in 30 days or 45 days?
Let's do 45.
45, if
Yeah.
you would please circle the payment here and give me a signature.
Okay.